The inner sanctum strategy, creating a private mental and emotional retreat, losing mental space in a controlling environment. In emotionally dominating relationships, the individual often feels mentally crowded. Thoughts become monitored, emotions feel exposed, and there is no internal space that feels private or safe. This loss of inner space shows up as constant mental noise, inability to think clearly, emotional overwhelms, reactive decision making, exhaustion even without physical activity. The person lives in a state of internal suffocation. Why it happens? Over time, the partner's moods, demands, and emotional fluctuation become internalized. The mind begins dedicating excessive hand bandwidth to anticipating their reactions. Mechanism involved: emotional intrusion. Partner's mood enter your mental space. Hyper-attunement. You track their tone or behavior constantly. Internal noise accumulation. Your own thoughts get drowned up. Loss of sovereignty. Your inner world becomes so co-owned. This creates mental clutter and emotional fatigue. Action plan. Choose a 10-minute sanctum spot. Identify one place where you can be unreachable for 10 minutes daily. For example, includes parked car, terrace, quiet corner, bathroom, rooftop, even empty room. Sit there quietly for 10 minutes without interacting or explaining. Why this works? A consistent physical space trains the brain to create a parallel internal space. This association becomes a neurological anchor. Enter the place, nervous system shifts to calm mode. This is the first step in rebuilding internal sovereignty. Internal noise prevents emotional clarity. Even when the body is alone, the mind may still be full of tension, replayed arguments, or anticipatory anxiety. This prevents emotional recovery. Internal noise often manifests as racing thoughts, repetitive mental dialogues, intrusive worries, overthinking interactions, emotional heaviness without cause. The mind becomes cluttered with unresolved emotional residue. But why it happens? When you constantly absorb emotional tension from outside, the mind does not get time to process or release it. Processes behind it. Emotional spillover from unresolved conflict, persistent sympathetic activation, lack of decompression periods, absence of reflective space. The system stays activated even in silence. Microaction. Mental silence ritual 2 minutes. When inside your sanctum spot, turn your phone face down. Breathe slowly. Allow thoughts to settle naturally. Do not analyze or solve anything. 2 minutes of intentional stillness. Why this works? Stillness activates the brain's default mode network, which organizes fragmented thoughts and reduces stress activation. This ritual reduces cognitive load and creates the mental clarity required for healthy decision making. Lack of emotional self reflection. Without space to think privately, the individual loses track of inner desires, boundaries, and emotional patterns. This results in acting without intention, reacting instead of choosing, losing clarity about personal needs, confusion about what feels right or wrong, emotional numbness. Reflection becomes impossible without a private framework. Why it happens? When the mind is preoccupied with the partner's emotion, there is no energy left to observe one's own internal world. The system runs outward, not inward. Microaction 3-line thought log 30 seconds. Read these 3 lines inside the sanctum space. My real feeling today. My honest thought about myself. One thing I want to adjust this week. Keep each line simple and short. Why this works? The restores internal orientation. It strengthens the connection between emotional signals and conscious awareness. Repeated use improves emotional clarity, decision making, boundary setting, self understanding. This establishes the man's headquarters, your inner sanctum. The inner sanctum strategy summary. Emotional domination gradually eliminates private mental space, leading to cognitive overload and emotional exhaustion. Continuous attunement to partner's mood intrudes into the inner world, creating mental noise and loss of internal sovereignty. Without quiet internal space, emotional clarity and intentional decision making break down. Small, consistent private rituals create a stable mental retreat that calms the nervous system. Rebuilding an inner sanctum restores self reflection, clarity, and control